All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the USFCR Government Contracts Training and Premier Coaching John Wayne Show. This segment covers the SAM Notarized Letter, what it is and what you need to do with it. We're going to get started immediately. SAM, the System for Awards Management, is the government's payment system. Basically, it's what you register to get your cage code. It's how you get paid. You have to have a checking or savings account, routing number, and account number in SAM in order to be active and have a cage code, and in order, in some cases, to be paid by the government. You'll notice right here on the SAM homepage up top, it says you must submit a notarized letter appointing the authorized entity administrator before the registration will be activated. This requirement now applies to both new and existing entities. Read our FAQ to learn more about this process change. I'm going to show you the letter first so you see what it is. And then we're going to discuss what the letter is and why the letter is. And then we're going to discuss what needs to be done with the letter. This is an actual copy of the letter that we send out to the Federal Service Desk, to FSD, showing the notarized letter. So this would be notarized by the vendor. And this would state to the Federal Service Desk that we are a third party registering this registration for the vendor, and that we are certifying that the account number that is being used right here is officially the account number that's going to be on SAM. Now, I've gotten several different opinions as far as why this is being required now. I can tell you from past experience, I've had many people from time to time call up and say, hey, we have the wrong account number in our SAM registration and someone else is collecting our funds. I had one woman-owned business, God, this is going on like 6 years now. She had called up one day and said that the government paid her money to someone, a total stranger. She'd paid an attorney to register her in SAM, and the attorney accidentally typoed the account number in SAM. Therefore, it was what was not her account. And when that money was funded, when that money was paid, it went to the person who actually owned the account where the typo was on. Now, we were able to get that fixed. We were able to get it straightened out, and we were able to get her money back from that company, so she was able to make payroll and still, stay in business. She said, if I don't get this money back, I can't make payroll. It's going to put me out of business. So long story short, we're able to fix that. Now, recently, about 2 months ago, the government started requiring that everyone get a notarized letter appointing the authorized entity administrator before registration will be activated. That notarized letter states who the authorized entity administrator, the person who administrates the registration, who that person will be. For companies that are already registered, in order to renew, they have to submit the certified letter. For companies that are not registered, that are new companies, they have to also submit the certified letter. The problem with this process is that the government required everybody to do this at once. There's 1.2 million for-profit vendors in SAM currently. So the government asked basically 1.2 million people to do this at once, and they're all trying to do it at once, or the people that are renewing as they go through. And of course, it's backed up the Federal Service Desk. Out of those 1.2 million for-profit vendors, over 900,000 of them are inactive. So there's always vendors trying to renew or update to become active. So long story short, if you've had the letter and you've had it notarized and you've submitted it to the Federal Service Desk, it's simply a matter of time. It's simply a matter of waiting for FSD to get caught up with the amount of forms that they're receiving. Federal Service Desk, fsd.gov, is not run by the government. It has been outsourced to a third party. And if you call them and ask them, you might have to ask them several times. They don't want to admit it, but if you press it, they will admit that they're not the government. A lot of people are confused on this. A lot of people assume that FSD is the government. They're not. It's been outsourced. Neither is GSA. GSA is not the government. It's a third party. Neither is the Federal Reserves, guys. It's not owned by the government. It's not a government entity. It's a private for-profit. Same thing with Dun & Bradstreet, GSA, etc. So just be patient. It's all you can do is hurry up and wait. As long as you've submitted the certified letter to the Federal Service Desk, that's all you can do is wait. And I'll show you the letter one more time Actually, let's go into the fax system in SAM just so I can show you that as well. Now, I've heard several different stories on this. Apparently, from what SAM is saying, it was an alleged fraudulent activity. GSA system blah, 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 blah. Third-party fraudulent activity in SAM at this time, and limited number of entities registered in SAM are suspected of being impacted by this alleged fraudulent activity. GSA has already taken appropriate steps to address this issue, has notified affected entities. GSA will continue to work with OIG and law enforcement agencies to take additional action if appropriate. So some people are telling me that the government database was hacked and that some of the account numbers were changed. I've been told by some people that it was a single incident where an attorney, again, accidentally typo'd the account number in SAM, and then the money that was paid went to someone else. I've been told that there was an attorney that was putting SAM registrations in his clients' names, but using his account number, so the money was being paid to him directly. I don't know who to believe at this point because I haven't gotten anything in writing outside of what the government's put up on the GSA website. It says they're addressing the problem. It says that very few entities were impacted. Explains what an entity is. What should entities register SAM to protect themselves? Confirm that their bank account information has not been changed. Who should entities contact to find that payments due to the federal government agencies have been paid to a bank account rather than their own? What interim changes? Who should an international entity contact in order to complete the notarized letter process, etc. For our clients, we did this for you. We took care of all this for you. All you had to do is notarize the letter and send it to a federal service desk. We've taken care of the rest. So our clients have nothing to worry about. If you're not a client, you have not signed up, then this could be an issue to you becoming compliant and getting an active cage code, which means you won't win any contracts. And if you do, if they accidentally slip through the cracks and you do win one, you won't be able to get paid. So this is a mandatory process. All right, guys, I provide live training every day at 1 and 4 p.m. Eastern time. So if anyone is not signed up for the live training, let me know. We can get you signed up on that. The training is live through GoToMeeting, so you can see my screen and hear me talk and ask me questions just like we're doing now. We also provide personal training outside of the group, the live group training every day. So if you need personal training one-on-one, just let us know. Talk to your account rep. We can get you signed up, and you'll have me on your team. Any questions, comments, feel free to like and subscribe. I'm John Wayne, and thanks, guys. I'll talk to you then. Bye.